for lesson 4.1, the ready portion, these first three problems, is getting us to review how to set up a graph of a linear equation. And if we recall the formula, or the equation, y equals mx plus b, m representing our slope and b representing our y-intercept. So here's how I would recommend doing it, especially when all three of these are in slope-intercept form already. Be to identify the intercept and plot it. Then use our slope and move. So we go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over 1. And I can, from there, make this a solid line. So that's a pretty accurate representation. Now, the point 1, 3, is it on the line, yes or no? 1, 3, it looks to be, but just to make sure, what we can do is we can plug in 1 into the equation. 5 times 1 minus 2, well, 5 times 1 is 5, minus 2 is indeed 3, so yes, it is on the line. Number 3. Again, identify that y-intercept first. 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's my y-intercept. And then my slope is negative. It's negative 1. So we can call it negative 1 over 1. So we go down 1 over 1. Down 1 over 1. Down 1 over 1. And so on. There we go, and so we have our equation. Now, the point 2, 2, again, it looks to be on the line, but to plug it in to make sure, y equals negative 2 plus 4. Well, negative 2 plus 4 does equal 2, so yes, it is on the line. Number 5, same process. Okay, 4 through 6, same process as what you just did. First thing, identify the y-intercept. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then our slope is 5 over 2. So up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over 1, 2. And just for fun, we can keep it going there. Be able to say, yep, that's there. Now, this one, 2, negative 2, I know for a fact is on the line because I'm going up 5 over 2 units, which would put it at 2, negative 2. So yes, if you wanted to confirm, you could. Y equals 5 halves times 2 minus 7. Well, 5 halves times 2 is 5, and 5 minus 7 is negative 2. Okay, so just some practice there. Yes, you can use Desmos. You can type these in. It'll give you the equation of the line. You can click on 2, 2, negative 2, or close to it and see if it's on the line or not. I will tell you that for number 6, no, the point is not on the line. I'd like for you to be able to explain or show why not. For the set portion, we're looking at the lesson, kind of the lesson itself of what we just did, being able to undo things and try to find inverses. So I've got this 14 minus 3a minus 2. I need to see if is it equivalent to this here. Well, we know that when we've got a negative, when we've got something outside the parentheses, we can distribute it into the parentheses. So this 14 hangs out outside. And when I multiply it in, negative 3a and minus 2. That is correct. Explain your reasoning. I could just say that I distribute the negative. Now, I'm going to skip around a little bit because I do want to go through number 10 as opposed to number 8 and 9. I'll let you try those, see if you think they are equivalent. But for number 10, here's what we have. We have 3w over 5 minus 27. Well, here's what happens. We have this 3, so we distribute it in. We get 3 times w, and 3 times negative 9, which is negative 27. All over 5. That is not the same as this here. Okay, if that were the case, the minus 27 would also be over 5. Okay. So up in for number 7, you could say, yes, it is. For number 10, you would say, no, it is not. Because minus 27 needs to have a denominator of 5. Now, for number 11, it's kind of tucked in there. So the big part here, without solving, I don't want you to tell me the answer. Instead, I want you to think about what is happening with this equation. So you have a 3 outside your parentheses, and I distribute it in. Here it's saying that I'm going to get 3x minus 5 equals 35. But when I distribute, I know that I need to distribute to all terms inside the parentheses. So I would take 3 times x, which is 3x, and 3 times negative 5, which is negative 15. So we know that this is not equivalent. Okay? These are not going to give us the same solution. Your job is to explain why not. For numbers 13 through 15, as it says, is solve. And this is a great way of rehashing the stuff that we did in class during the lesson 4.1. So you've got your 5 in your denominator. So I need to undo each of these elements. First thing is I'll multiply the 5. So 4 times x minus 2 equals 100. Then I'll divide each side by 4 because I'm multiplying by 4. I need to find the inverse operations for each thing. X minus 2 equals 25, and x equals 27. For number 15, actually I'll do number 14. It's a little bit more different than number 13. So for number 14, you've got the 4 outside the parentheses. Let's take care of that first. X over 5 minus 2. 20 divided by 4 is 5. Then we've got this minus 2. Gives me 7. And multiplying that 5 gives me x equals 35. For the go portion, tell me whether it is a solution or not. Whether it's a solution or not. So let's go through number 17. Number 17 is going to be pretty challenging. So we take this here and plug it into our x value. So 3/4 times 4/3 plus 1/2. Well, we can multiply straight across because we've got fractions here. So we can go 12 over 12 plus 1/2 which we know is 1 plus 1/2, which together is 1.5, which if I were to write it as an improper fraction, it would be 3/2. So yes, this is in fact a solution. There are way more ways to do this. This is just one. For number 19, z is -5, so we'll take that and plug it in. 2 times 5 minus 2 times -5 equals 20 minus 2 times -5 minus 1. Whew, lots of stuff going on here. So I'll work inside to out now. I'm going to work through my order of operations. 5 and then -2 times -5 gives me +10. 20 minus 2 times -5 minus 1 is -6. This next step, 2 times 5 plus 10, so 2 times 15. And then -2 times -6 gives me +12. Which tells me that I have 30 equal to 32, which that does not shape up to be correct. So these are going to involve a little bit of work. You're going to have to kind of grind your way through some stuff. Use a calculator if you need to for each of those steps. Be able to help you out as much as you need it. Hopefully this helps. Reach out if you have any questions at all, and I'll do my best to support you.